Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Space Haven. Yeah, I know it's getting kind of annoying with me, but the game is really addictive, and I feel like we are finally getting to a place where it's not just me constantly starving everyone to death. So, we're currently sitting at 6 crew members, and the maximum we have so far achieved was 8. On the last episode, I was able to relocate some of the bunks. I was able to decorate them. As you can see, I had some weird situation with the temperature because each and every single one of these walls is super hot. So I'm not really sure if it's due to like the situation with the sun in this sector. And this side is completely fine, well, except of the front here. And other than that, yeah, just really weird. So currently what I'm trying to do is grow another grow bed. Obviously we have one dedicated to root veggies, one to fruits, one to nuts, one to artificial meats, and so this one would go for probably the grains, and then we can place somewhere one maybe dedicated to the fiber. I have been able to relocate a bunch of these things, and so my idea was that since I have been able to install the weapons console and the shields console, I actually wanted to start expanding the hull over here at the front to the sides, and I have been kind of contemplating the idea of maybe finally trying to go with second ship. I still don't think we're quite there, and there are some negatives when it comes to you actually possessing the other ship, so I will have to consider that because currently, our ship is capable of carrying or is able to have the maximum mass of 4,800. But we have 3 hyperdrives of tier 2, 1 power plant, which I'm not sure is capable of keeping up with all the demands. Maybe I will be forced to make another one. It's kind of an interesting idea. Or maybe I will require the more advanced power plant. I mean, we do have access to it. The funniest thing is that I'm actually missing the infra blocks, so I would be forced to craft those. But considering how much access to all these things we have, it's just a question of time before I'm able to do so. And so hopefully that power plant will be able to help me out. I'm still trying to figure out how would I be able to relocate some of the items from, let's say, one cargo hold to another, because I've just failed miserably on multiple occasions. We do have 2 composters, so what I'll need to do is make sure that all the alien nonsense has been taken care of. And then we can recycle the biomass continuously. We are already doing that over here. So this is caused due to the fact that I have been relocating and moving everything around. This sector was really rich when we initially came here. It had like 4 deposits of minerals, and it had also the derelict ship, which is almost completely broken down. We were just missing some hull scrap. So we're definitely gonna be making a jump on this episode to a new region in order to mine out everything. But yeah, we need to fix up the meal maker. And hopefully we'll be able to keep making meals, because our food situation is all over the damn place. Because it took me a while to actually get some of this stuff done. It took a little longer for me to get those meals up and running, so that's kind of inconvenient. We do seem to have quite a lot of crap, so I'm okay. Do we have... yeah, we do have the Energium, so I'm seriously starting to consider that maybe the power plant of the upgraded form would be necessary. Issue is going to be, where the hell am I gonna put it? Because, well, as you can see, not that much place left. Not that much place left, which is why I also want to potentially start expanding the cargo hold. Okay, so it seems like we still have some junk on board here. Are you still not done with breaking down the hull? How many more of these bits and pieces are left there? I thought you would be done if I would give you like additional what's this pod, the mining pod. Okay, so we're gonna start getting ready. All of our crew members are on board and we're gonna make a jump, and I was thinking we can jump over here because that's gonna reveal 3 sectors. So we have energium and raw chemicals, we have noble chemicals or noble metals, here we have ice, a potential ship that can be claimed. I really want to grab the energium because we need to keep making and manufacturing the energy rods. And ice, we have 31 of that thing. Okay, there's just a derelict ship, but we would be able to literally like jump back. So let's do this. Let's drop in here. Let's mine out the noble metals. Let's then take a look at the derelict ship. We should be able to hold out until then. We should be able to refine everything that we need. Still have Hyperium. We do have Energium. We do have like a crap ton of recyclable stuff. I don't really see the need right now to be crafting anything in the smithing machine. So my primary focus right now is the power plant. But also I need to figure out where in the hell am I gonna put it? Because I don't know. Can we move this freaking thing like maybe over here? If this can be moved, and it would not prevent us access to the hyperdrives, then I can put behind it the power plant, like this, and this one would be able to be decommissioned. So the infra scrap or the tech blocks or whatever these thingies are called, the tech blocks, yeah, those would be able to be used up. Okay, so we seem to have finally the growth bed, so I want to grow as much of this as possible. So let's go 4 and 1 so that we have at least 1 growing. So it seems like I care about the whole fabric nonsense, even though I really don't, because we are capable of recycling the soft scrap into the soft blocks. So there's not really that much of a need. We're gonna start doing stuff with this. And let's take a look. What do you have that I can really use? Trying to figure out. I was able to start making some weapons. So we do have an assault rifle. We do have some SMGs because we had that one instance where the pirates decided to board our own ship, which is why I'm considering actually expanding the ship's hull in order to install the weapon system and the antenna and all the other nonsense. Okay, energy turret is also additional thing which we now have access to. So please build this with high priority. And we can build the bigger power plant over here. The problem is we don't have the necessary tech blocks. But I'm hoping that once this is put down and this can be put down, I can just decommission this and they will not all go to sleep and do something stupid and leave the ship without any power. Because if we would go into a situation where we have absolutely no power and I don't have any of these power capacity nodes installed currently, yeah, that can be a big problem, as this thing should be technically storing juice. So I should definitely build some of those around the ship. And so my idea was that if I would expand the hull over here at the front, some of these bunks and maybe even the toilets would be moved around. And in between them would be like the gun and the shield or something. And on the other side, I would probably move around some of the crops and install another gun and another shield. The key thing is that if you put, let's say, one gun next to another, If the ship that you're trying to shoot at would be angled so that one turret would have to shoot through the other turret, the second turret will not be able to fire. So the placement of these things is also really important. Okay, so this thing has been constructed. So now... Oh, we actually do have all the things that we do need. Okay. But we will definitely require Hyperium and all the other nonsense. I'm hoping that the higher powered generator or the power plant here would be capable of powering everything. It's obviously not something fictional like Dysonium or whatever. Yeah, I've been watching Orville, and goddammit, it was freaking amazing. I enjoyed it so damn much. I definitely want to do something about the series on the other channel, but I just haven't had too much time as of late, so no promises there, okay? But I will try my best. That's all I can do. Try, and try. Just my priorities have been kind of focused on some other things in the meantime, so I do apologize that I have not uploaded anything, and I will most likely even take down the one video that I have there because it's flagged, as YouTube is just brutal about use of even trailers and everything. So if you show anything from the movie, it's a pain in the ass. Okay, so you should be able to do the job, and you should be able to be dismantled so that I can build the power capacity node like right next to the power plant or something. I hope. I really hope that having this better power plant would do the trick. It still consumes the energy nodes, which are refined, so that's okay. Infra blocks are accessible. We do have a gas scrubber over here in this region in case fires would spread, so that the smoke gets cleared out rather quickly. Do have oxygen generator as well. We are recycling a crap ton of stuff. The metal has been extracted, so let's just get ready to jump to another region. It's no point for me to sit around here. Let's go and discover what's on board of this derelict. And maybe it's gonna be just completely infested with the aliens, but I need to kind of inspect derelict ships right now, just due to the fact that they can possess the additional crew members whom we so desperately need. Thank you, phone. That was awesome. So let's take a look. Maybe we'll be able to give her a different weapon. Did I equip already everyone with the SMGs, or am I missing something? Where are the SMGs? I think they are potentially here. Yep, assault rifle, no. SMG, no. So you can only carry these low tier weapons. Please tell me that I can equip some of this better stuff to someone. Oh, come on, damn it. Don't want to be running around. Okay, you have the assault rifle, so we will take you, so that I can show what the different weapons do if they are used. And you can go on board as well. And let's take it from this side. So we have now 2 crew members on board of the ship, so it's better than previously. Seriously, losing all those crew members, that's just still something from which I'm recovering. And I feel like I will need to ramp up my food production as is quite drastically in order to sustain even more crew members. And when I see like someone having a ship further down in the game where they have like 15 crewmen or something, I see that they have like a crap ton of the growing greenhouses, or what are those growth beds with lights. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so I see that there's a crew member So we're gonna go from 2, 4, 6 all the way up to 7. And I'm loving it. Okay, there's a corpse here, which I'm not loving. Stop shooting everything. I've been also contemplating if it's really necessary for this game to have the draft option. Why can't I just simply freaking like select these guys and gain the control when I need to? This way you can avoid the whole shebang about the draft and the forgetting to undraft and all this other nonsense, which I'm quite sure would help quite a lot. Okay, there's still a portion of the ship which needs to be explored. So you go over there and you go and board the ship. You can go and go over there. And then we can undraft this thingy, and I think it will be just pure salvage in operation from here on. So that's that, and transfer it all. There are some corpses, and we are gonna, no, wrong ship. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna salvage the living crap out of this. And now that I think about it, I have like a crap ton of data logs. So let's go through them and see what they say. So, can I unpause the game at least in the meantime so that it will be running and they will be doing their job. So log 1, hear your baby's crying. Low oxygen. Where do we have low oxygen? That's something that I really need to check. Oxygen is good. Is it like on board of this? Oh crap. Why is she on board of the ship? Go immediately, return, god damn it. I don't see a chamber where she can deal with her O2 situation. And if she won't make it in time, she can really die here. Or he. Okay, fuck! Damn it! That sucks. Okay, I really need to force someone to go on board of the goddamn ship. And I need to go retrieve that person or we are deeply screwed. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. I can lose the person here. Okay. Board the fucking vessel. What the hell is this person doing? I'm so confused with this, but okay. So nobody has still dismantled this goddamn power plant, so it's just burning through the energy rods, which is not the most optimal thing, obviously. But okay, the data logs, right? So here your baby's crying. I know I should feel bad. I'm so lucky right now. There are still millions of people starving back on Earth, and I'm up here safe at least, sorta safe. Or at least I'll starve, I'll be on my own damn fold, which is a lot more than most people can say right now. I like the guys I'm working with too. Victor, Hamilton, Cutter, Sandy. So far, we're getting along great. Cutter can be kind of cranky, and Sandy's obviously been through some stuff that she doesn't want to talk about. But so far, we're all in good mood. Working well together. Right now we're all sleeping in a single dormitory and Hamilton snores like a sawmill, so I'll be glad when we can spare the time to build separate cabins for everyone. But really, his snoring is the worst of my concern. It's been a long time since I had it so good. The first and most important step in building a ship is naming her. Okay, seriously, unable to sleep, leave a safe place to remove spacesuit. Who is having this goddamn problem? I'm trying to read a single freaking data log, and you guys are making it so difficult for me. It's just incredible. And I don't want to have the game pause while I do this. So I think we need to take care of ourselves first. If we look out for each other and we'll work with other Haven crews, we just can take it carefully. We should be fine. Maybe we'll find Eden along the way. If we don't, we'll just be having a safe place to sleep, and regular food on the table in front of me every day suits me just fine. I don't need fame and adventure. A home is enough. Though I guess better get back to building her. There's still a lot of work to be done. Log 2. They try and break me. We have to eat and breathe. No matter means neither food nor air. So we'll follow the ice asteroids or the metal asteroids. We're running short on tools and building blocks to keep the ship maintained, or power crystals when we're running short on energy sticks. The point is, we just go where the things we need are. We should be fine. Simple, right? Well, yeah, it's simple, which means a bunch of other people thought of it too, and I guess some of them thought they could just... I don't know how we're all still alive. It was a close thing. Way too close. If Sandy had still been in the hydroponics bay when the missile hit, or if Hamilton hadn't been such a good shot, or if Cutter wasn't such a damn good surgeon. Log 3. Off to find the hero. We hit the mother lode with the system. Enough minerals to keep us in parts and building blocks for a long time. More than we could store. So we used them to build a whole new cargo bay. Hamilton complained that the ship's all lopsided now, but it doesn't make a difference. Sandy tells me our water reserves are good too. Really good. Enough to keep us in air and drinking water for months. Cutter, of course, keeps gripping how that makes us a target. It's only a matter of time before some pirates get wind of this big, fat, juicy ship full of food and water, he says. I have to admit, I'm worried too. He's right, and we have only 3 pistols between 5 crew. It's my job to protect them, and right now I'm painting a huge target on their backsides. Energium is low. Can someone fucking dismantle this goddamn power plant already? Like, I don't know how the hell to tell this to you, but we need that shit done ASAP. Damn it, I could have traded with the guys, pick up some energium along the way. There is some in the system, but my plan is that theoretically we would be able to, like, there's a lot of ice, there's Hyperium, there's coal, we need all this stuff. There's potential ships to be claimed, but I don't think I will be claiming them because honestly, we just don't have the capacity. And considering, yeah, I kind of never finished the thought. Considering the fact that you have to equip everything to the other ship, so that means power plant, oxygen, water. You need to have a storage of things, so you would have to transfer stuff. And if you're thinking that you would have one ship dedicated to just living quarters, while the other ship would be your manufacturing facility and the other ship would be responsible for something else, it might work, but I don't know how the hell it would execute the transfer of the people during the time when they have to go to sleep. So that is where I see the big bottleneck. And because this game keeps throwing bottlenecks your way constantly, I just don't think that putting ourselves in a more danger by potentially having people sleep on the floor because they weren't able to board the ship and get in time on board of the other vessel so that they can sleep in their bunks. I don't know how I feel about that. So right now the idea here is to build like a massive frigate of sorts and try to work with that. Of course, if another ship would jump in here, I would not be unhappy. I just was reading the damn data logs finally, so hopefully we'll be able to get through this stuff. So with having one power plant, it should be enough. God damn it, I hope so. And we have a lot of scrap. So I'm thinking another recycler will eventually be required as well. So maybe we can just expand a large portion of this size or this side of the hull. And that can be our temporary project for now. We have like 37 hull blocks. And if we would do this, 17.9, it's almost 18 blocks. We'll be able to relocate a crap ton of stuff. 21.5. It would increase dramatically the mass of the ship, but I think we are going to be forced to do this anyhow. And I want to also do this. And the rocket turret has been researched, and currently we have absolutely nothing. Target jamming, power generator 3. And we're gonna go and start doing the laser, the bulletproof, the remote control, the enslavement facility, the hauler, the surgical treatment thingy. So bulletproof vest, I'm gonna move under the power generator because those can be quite useful. I'm not exactly sure if they can help you prevent injury when it comes to dealing with the alien species. But certainly it does add a layer of protection, and let's just face it, I will never say no to additional protection from damage to my crew members, especially since it's so goddamn difficult to get them as is, and the idea of me losing more of them is just killing me. Also, we are absolutely out of energium. So I might be forced to jump over here and then return to do whatever it is that I need to do. But this is the only source of raw energium besides trade. And I don't know if this ship or whatever is in this sector, if like it's a mining facility or so, would be able to keep us alive. Also, I don't know how jumping through hyperspace really works once you are, let's say, changing up your hull. Like if you have, for example, this ongoing, is it safe to actually jump through hyperspace? Because I would assume that the statistics or the static of the ship or just the overall, well, what I'm trying to say, the hull stability might be all over the damn place because of it. So that's a good question. But I seriously do hope that someone from some ship will jump in. There's a lot of soft scrap, infra scrap. We still have like a crap ton of stuff which can be mined out and used for something beneficial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, all bunk beds are fully occupied, and we were able to at least upgrade the comfort levels somewhat. I don't understand why the hell is the bed a thing that actually has negative effect on the comfort. It's the dumbest thing ever, but okay. So, insufficient energium. Yeah, the problem is once we run out of the energy rods, what the hell are we gonna be doing, huh? I might be forced to jump into another sector and return, but my hopes are that the ships would just show up here so I can remain mining this derelict. Logistics are over encumbered, and that's unfortunate. We're growing hops, we're doing this, we're doing that. Compost is being made. Crops are being somewhat processed. We have a lot of fruit, a lot of nuts. We have artificial meats. What we don't have, apparently, are the root veggies, which sucks! And I'm thinking we will require the surgical table as well in order to butcher the human corpses, so that we can gain access to more human meat, so that it can be eventually sold to some highly questionable ship, which will do God knows what with the stuff. Okay, we're gonna have a ship here. My hope is that they will have Energium. We're just gonna buy it and we're gonna trade a bunch of crap in return for it. We do have the credits as is, so I'm not really worried about that. So let's just bring over the damn ship and bring over a crap ton of Energium or the energy rods, and I am a-okay. If I have access to that stuff, it's all good. It's all good. Problem is, these blocks here become kind of inaccessible, so I will be forced to move these thermal regulators around, but okay, you do have everything that I do require, which is only one goddamn resource as is. I don't really want to be selling you guns, it's kind of stupid, but I can sell you a crap ton of the explosive ammo. And I won't be missing that. And I think I will also buy some of the raw material so that it can be refined further down if we will need it. Because having just the rods is nice, but in the long run it won't do the trick. And I will require some raw supplies that can be turned into the ingredient that we do require. I would really appreciate it if you would actually refine the goddamn water, because we do need it for the continuous growth of our food and everything else. So if someone can hurry the hell up and move this crap around, that would be just awesome. So energy rods and everything that's being taken. And I wanted to build the power capacity node. So we can theoretically build like 1, 2. Those will require the energy blocks. We aren't really crafting those as of yet because we need the advanced refiner for that to be done. But I just don't have the space right now to allocate this stuff. So we are desperate to build the hull. And I'm not really sure how the comfort... Yeah, because there's no longer that wall. It's kind of affecting the comfort levels of these rooms. So my idea would be to theoretically just wall it off. But the question is, how much are we expanding the hull? I want to know if I will be moving completely these rooms to the wall, or what the hell am I going to do with this? I definitely want to wall off also the manufacturing and build a second recycler, because this one is just unable to keep up with all the crap that we have on board. 39 hull scrap and so on and such. It's just too much. And considering that we get only like decimal numbers out of them each for making these things, yeah, that won't do. That won't do. I think I'm gonna build a wall or light here. Please repair. So we were able to stack up some of those resources, so for a while we can remain here longer. Keep doing what needs to be done. We are storing those the energy in here, so in case something would happen or we would have to relocate the power plant or something, it won't be such a horrible situation. But I definitely want to move around the bunks, the rooms. The medical facilities here can stay connected to the cantina. Right now we can accommodate quite a lot of people, and I can still move these two arcades over here to this wall and build like a table for additional 4 people here so that they are able to eat. I'm starting to think I might need another grow bed with the root veggies. It's like the first thing you ever start to grow, and it's like the only thing which I seem to be constantly missing. It'd be great if you guys would actually fix all this junk. Ice is blocked off. How much crap is left here? Quite a lot. Quite a lot. So it still requires our attention. And the three pods have their hands full. So they're either building the blocks on the ship and expanding the hull, or they are breaking down the ship next door. For raw energium, Hyperion, we do have a crap ton of hyperfuel. So right now I'm not really worried about that. What I'm hoping is that these guys are going to be able to finish here, and I'll be able to start moving stuff around. I might jump forward in the game again in order to skip the boring stuff where I'm just removing or remodeling the interior. Because if we were to, let's say, mine out the entire thing, we do have energy. Shut up. If we were to just like completely scrap the derelict, which has still a crap ton of infra scrap, soft blocks, and other stuff, because all these doors, thermal regulators, furniture, growth beds, anything that you see, the air vents, glass, windows, this all interior will be completely broken down. And okay, I'm starting to see that the hull is almost finished, which is good news. We are getting to the 4,000 when it comes to the overall mass of the ship. And so since we have the weapons console and the shields console, I really want to start building those things. So like an auto turret, and then next to it can be a bunk bed or something, and yeah, we will see. I definitely will be forced to move stuff around here and allocate more bunk beds, but I want to keep it that each person has like a individual room. So it will be just a pain in the ass to relocate these things. But I want to keep the kitchen here. The medical facilities may be here, and then the bunks can be somehow relocated to be accommodated somehow differently. I haven't really made up my mind. To be honest, I never got this far. Well, I got, actually, when it comes to like traveling, I got like into maybe 1 or 2 systems because I had the hypersleep chambers. So I'm not like total dumbass, but seriously, once you make a jump to that other region and you don't have like weapons or something, oh, you're gonna get punished. You're gonna get punished. So having stuff like shields and so on and such is extremely helpful in that situation. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm gonna start moving stuff around. So that's 1, 2, and storage, food, resource. We need the advanced assembler. So I want to move the temperature regulator over here. Another one over here. I want to put down some 2-floor lights, and so yeah, I might shut up for a little bit and we will just jump in time, see how the situation changes, and we'll talk in a matter of what will feel like seconds to you. And for me, it might be, well, with the way things are going, even a goddamn half hour or something. They really are still bottlenecked with the amount of tasks that they have to perform, and I really want to make it work. So, yeah, fun stuff. Okay, so I haven't really jumped that much in time. I'm still trying to get this stuff done. At least the turret is now constructed. So we have 1 weapon which needs to be manned. But that's okay. and the ship is almost completely ransacked, so we don't have any reason to remain in the region. Unfortunately, one of our crew members has suffered mental breakdown due to the fact that it took them forever to somehow sort through all this mess. So I'm thinking due to the low energy, I will be forced to bounce over here, mine out the resources. Holy crap, there's a crap ton of resources here as well. Really am loving this region because it has lots of good stuff in here. So I'm really happy that we decided to jump up in here. We're gonna get those raw chemicals, we're gonna get that energy that's gonna keep us afloat for a while. And I just need to make sure that the comfort here is greatly improved, because it's kind of weird right now, due to the fact that, like, this is not walled off. The beds are somehow affecting one another, and they are like adding in the reduction of the overall comfort levels. Don't ask me. And I'm gonna try to maybe move these rooms over here from here, so they're not like in the middle, as maybe if I would be able to move also the crappers somewhere. Instead of them, I can build the shield wall, the antenna array, and stuff like that. So I would have to allocate it somewhere else, of course, that means. But that should not be a problem. Problem is currently the fact that we don't have the tech blocks, so I'm hoping that a ship would show up and we will be able to start trading with them so that I can get more tech blocks. Because unfortunately, if I don't gain access to electronics, I am unable to make the tech blocks that I so desperately require. And that is gonna be a pain in the ass. Let's make some of this stuff. I'm recycling a crap ton of these as is. What's the temperature like in here? Are you holding on? Yeah, seems like we are a-okay. O2 levels are okay as well. Problem is going to be cleaning up all this crap. So one thing which I will require is a this thing, which is the electronics fabricator, which will be used in combination with the infra blocks to make the tech blocks, and I will also require the energy cells. So yeah, we have a plenty of stuff that needs to be processed. We do have the medical stuff, we do have IV fluids, we do have this, but I do want more explosive ammunition, just in case, you never know. This can be then theoretically moved around. You can be moved around like this, so that they can be all facing each other. It can be walled off, have like multiple entry points. Theoretically, if I would just rotate you around, that would be great. And I can wall off this portion of the ship, that we have like our industrial complex marked, selected, and whatnot. So I just need to know. Ooh, okay. Trade. What do we need? Energy nonsense we can make ourselves. I want to grab some of the energium too, because, well, I know that I'm mining it in the system, but just to be on the safe side, in return I can give you some of these crops. They are gonna pay for the whole shebang. Output with the crates. Yeah, that sucks. We're still cool with the mass of the ship, so that's great. I don't want to wall off these rooms because my goal is to first, like, kind of fill in this space over here. And so, one and one and one. So these all will be set up. The strange thing is that this time the temperature on these walls is not so crazy high. I seriously don't know if it was like some sort of solar flare in one system or whatever, but fun stuff I gotta say. This is gonna get walled off, like so. There's gonna be an entry. Thinking like a dual door, something wider. And maybe this will continue like so, and we will just push it down through here, which means that maybe the gas scrubber will have to be moved around here. So in case we have fire in here, it can be broken down. The ship has left, and we do have the necessary stuff, but unfortunately they did not have the blocks that I so desperately require. So that sucks. Hopefully we'll be able to come across that stuff later down. But seriously, if I would be able to build like maybe a shield thingy over here. But the thing is, of course, I'm missing those damn blocks, so I kind of don't know what the hell to do with this. Or scanner. You see, like, scanner would fit in here instead of the goddamn crapper. The shield generator would fit in here as well, so we would be able to build like 1, 2 or so, and maybe one more weapon over here, and then one more weapon over here, so that we have like 3 guns or so. So the toilets should be moved definitely somewhere else. That would be a great improvement. You keep manufacturing those infra blocks, which is making me happy on one end. So you guys process all of this. Unfortunately, don't have the resources for this. But it's okay. I'm thinking I'm gonna put in one more gas scrubber, maybe here. We will see. And wall it off like here. And I wanna do it like this. So that we have this facility blocked off. And so that would mean that the negative comfort should be somehow concentrated over here. Or we're gonna have to relocate some of this additional nonsense elsewhere. So if I would put the ice processing unit here, I can still theoretically cram in a temperature generator. Or that thing that deals with the temperature. Or I would be able to I don't want to like super cram this place with too much crap, because it's a nightmare then, and I still have like this massive thing to accommodate somewhere. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. You guys have mined out the region, so let's make a jump for another one, which has even more resources, which I am super excited about. And like I said, this one will be left for before we leave this sector. I still want to get the Hyperion, and I want to take a look at those derelict ships, so to see what the hell can we potentially gain out of the system. I'm hoping for more crew members. That's like the primary thing for me right now. Energium is quite recently stacked up here, so that's awesome. Quite a lot of resources, quite a lot of stuff. We do have the 3 mining pods, so they will be able to do their stuff. And my hopes are that some ship will show up and we'll be able to get the stuff that I so desperately require. I do need those damn blocks in order to finish up the optronics fabricator. We're still being bottlenecked here by the goddamn slave collar, but I kind of don't want to be making the thing responsible for the manufacturing of this stuff. What I wanted to take a look is if we can fabricate finally those goddamn vests. Seriously, no? Can you move this up? Maybe like this? I don't know. Might remove the bottleneck which we have. These walls need to be relocated. I can build 2 bunks over here. I think these can still remain rooms, but it just doesn't fit with the rooms behind it because these medical facilities are slightly bigger. So it would throw off the whole flow of the ship again. I don't think it necessarily needs to be exactly symmetrical or something. There's no blueprint for success in doing so. But I definitely want to maybe build a crapper or leave one of these places empty so that the guys don't have to go all the way down this hallway and go back to the kitchen. It seems like a total... Well, theoretically, what I would be able to do is move all of this stuff, squeeze these 2 medical facilities, move the bunks and the rooms and the decoration and all this crap, and when there would be like a space left, like I can skip a row and create a hallway for these back rooms over here, and I think that would then work. Okay, I can do that. I can see myself doing so. So that might be the plan for now while we are mining the entire system. So this will be fun. I just have to relocate the thingies over here sooner than I anticipated, but it should be doable. So I want to move the door here, squeeze it tighter in here. So if we would wall it off like so, that might do the trick. So let's dismantle all of this. And see what's gonna happen. Water. We need to manufacture water. So let's do that. We have 11 of those. I do need more of this. I can make more of the electronic components, sure. We have no recycling stuff right now, so we would have to break down a ship. Still, this last resource remains to be mined out. Somehow I forgot to select it, or I screwed up somehow. But it's okay. So, we're gonna move this wall. And move the medical bed. And we're just gonna move around a bunch of this stuff. Ah, okay, so now I should be able to make the bulletproof vests. We don't have plastic. Son of a biscuit. Yeah, sure. We have the last piece of coal, so let's make it happen. Again, stuck on the slave collar. What? Again? Damn it. I'm so glad that I decided to keep this door over here, because just having one entry to this whole place would be not great. Not great. Like, logically, I would like to dedicate some special storage space on board of the ship. The temperature is killing the artificial meat. Yeah, so let's install the wall thingy gizmo. Let's make the infra blocks. Is there a ship in the sector? Of course not. So let's get ready to jump. And preferably jump to a sector with a derelict ship. Hopes are for a crew member, but I'll take whatever. Even some fighting might be fun for a change. We haven't fought anything. And I mean like aliens, not like humans necessarily. So come on everyone, wake up. Yeah, they have to travel quite far, and I still want to finish with these things. But I need to process moving all of this as is. And some decoration. Yeah, we got a visitor. Please tell me that you have the stuff that I so desperately require. Of course you don't. Ah, son of a biscuit. If they would at least have the optronics, I can use them with the combination of the infra blocks to manufacture the tech blocks, which I so desperately need. But yeah, I just don't see you having anything. The quadronics components I right now don't need. I think those are potentially used for robots or something. So that's gonna be a hard pass for now. And if I can create some maybe additional room for those scrappers and here have those centralized shields, guns, antennas, and whatnot, that would be just swell. But I really need to get my grubby hands on those resources. Okay, so Tarya, or what's her name, or his name, I'm not sure. It's a strange name, so I don't know. Plus, like, the person never takes off that weird uniform, so it's hard for me to determine. Can you equip, Ah, great, you can have SMG. Awesome. No, you cannot. Okay. Let's see if you can grab a gun. No. Okay, well, go, and you go... Ooh, this one is broken down quite a lot. So this will be interesting to see what will be on board. A crew member, maybe? Maybe just a crap ton of alien life forms? Anything is possible. That's why we have to explore. And I have seen someone like play with the laser weapons or something, and they were just killing everything with one shot. So having the weapons which we currently do have equipped might not be the best thing, but it's the deadliest equipment which we have access to as of now. Do have a oxygen tank here. So that's good. One of these people will require bed rest soon. You know what? You're such a huge risk for me. I'm not sure how I feel about you. Oh, how the hell do I get over here? Ah, you guys just shoot the damn wall. Okay. That's convenient. Well, at least they were able to kill the one that came through the damn doors. Crap. they almost destroyed the data thingy. I should be really reading these things more. Okay. Stop shooting. My hopes are that we can finish scouting the derelict and go to sleep. And then do just whatever the hell we need to. See some corpse. The aim is horrible. But okay, let's de-draft. Draft. Select stuff for salvage. Transfer all the goodies and well, bam. There we go. So, it's gonna be the other project, and now if they're going to be capable of doing these tasks at the time when I ask them to do these tasks, that would be great. Life support, we're going to put you... Why can't you build it over there? Is it because of the light? What if I build the light over here? Yeah, it's probably because the wall is not yet constructed. That's most unfortunate. So now the growth of the meat has resumed. Still bottlenecked by the same crap. Right. Let's make more of these fuel sticks, I guess. And we're gonna have crap for our recyclers, so I should be happy. And I really need coal or carbon or whatever you want to call it in order to make more stuff. Ice, we are doing fine, and the region does possess a whole lot more of it. So there's at least 2 regions with ice. I would love to at least get to one of these 2 regions. This one would be great because it has the carbon deposit and the Hyperium. But first, of course, I want to scrap the derelict. So maybe I will just do that. And I will talk to you guys in a couple of moments again. So let's see how it goes. And hopefully, hopefully it will be okay. Okay, so the work on the interior of the ship is going super slow. I kind of was in a problem because I had to move the tool facility into the manufacturing zone. And so for a while we were completely without tools, and even despite the fact that it was selected as a high priority task, they just simply refused to fulfill it. And the biggest problem is the lack of those stupid tech blocks. And nobody's even selling the optronics or whatever the thing is that's used in order to create the damn thing. So once the derelict has been completely broken down, and I believe it's enough time that was spent in this sector, we're just gonna get ready for a jump. And I'm gonna try to make it to the Hyperium and then to the ice and the derelict, and that's where we're gonna leave the episode off. Because, yeah, we gotta do stuff. Now, obviously, I would be thrilled if I can literally find a place where there would be a ship that would sell the stuff that I so desperately require. There's a ship in this sector and it's friendly, so we might get lucky and get those resources. I sure as hell would be super ecstatic. And okay, you have 1. So we're making progress, although it's a progress in a pace of plate tectonics. So nothing really to write home about. We can sell some of this fabric to earn those credits, give them something to work on, I guess. The cargo is full here. We're getting close to the max capacity of the ship. I will be forced to move the hull thingy over here so that eventually like another goddamn hyper engine can be built here, so that we have 4 of them, so that we have much larger mass. Okay, so, you will be moved. How in the hell am I gonna do this? I want to make sure that the air vent remains, and, yeah, maybe this one person will have a room directly attached to the cantina. It might be not really the best thing for that person. I'd probably kill myself if I would hear through the walls constant babbling of someone, or theoretically, hear me out. We can turn the way where the doors are located, so it does not have to be over here. That way we can still maintain the entry, and that would give us the sort of hallway which would give us access to the kitchen from these rooms. I think I'll go with that. That would be great. So we were able to change stuff. There's that carbon, there's that hyperium. Let's mine that stuff out. But I seriously need to grab more of those tech blocks. And yeah, the ship is about to leave the sector, so tough cookie. But we were able to get at least one. That means we are missing 2 more. And if I will be able to get that, then we are golden. Why do you have to sleep here, where there's literally perfect room set up for you right over there? What the hell is wrong with you, buddy? Okay, let's wall this thing off. Move the decorational picture. We're gonna leave this hallway like this. I'm not sure if now they are gonna be able to get over here. I'll set this up as high priority, although starting to lose the respect for the whole high priority tasking. So yeah, 27, 32, 49. We're missing these still. Energy blocks we would be able to make, but I don't need them right now. Recycle. Whatever we can. And we are able to start producing the laser rifles. We can make more bulletproof vests. I should theoretically also equip those things to my crew members. Would that be the worst thing ever? And then these things can be moved theoretically. The toilets can be located here or closer to like the manufacturing facility. And here we're just gonna put those additional bunks. So it's like bunks, and yeah. We're gonna see how it turns out. Nothing is set in stone right now. We do have a crap ton of hyperfuel though, but I can imagine that you must not have the most comfort in this place. Although there is comfort from the lights, so what the hell do I know, I guess. That is... how? I don't get it. You do have the hull window so that you have that light and everything, so why are you giving me all this nonsense, huh? I still am not sure about the whole comfort creation thingy, and I don't think that building a jukebox or the console or the arcade in everyone's goddamn bedroom would fix the issue. I want to dismantle this so that we can have that hallway from here. So it's not gonna be exactly symmetrical, but I do want to have this sort of way from back here to here so that they don't have to go all the way freaking around. That's just bad logistics. Everything has been mined out, so just gonna make a preparation for the jump. go to that other region. See what's on board of that derelict ship. And then we have that one additional region with more ice and more ships that can be broken down or claimed. Like I said, ooh, there's actually 2 derelicts here. Interesting. Might get a crew member in here, that's for sure. How are you guys with being tired? Why don't I see your stats? Energy 105, huh? Okay. You don't have a single weapon equipped. I don't like that, so go, go, go. We're gonna give you this, and we're gonna give you the SMG. Awesome. You, my dear, are gonna go and get armor. And you, my dear, are gonna go get armor. And we don't have any additional weapons to equip. Damn. What about you? You don't have the bulletproof weapon, but you do have the SMG. And I think we will go for the larger derelict here first. Might be heavily infested. We don't know. We still don't have the antenna relay, which sucks. But it might eventually happen that we come across the blocks on board. Artificial. Yeah, okay, so infra block. But we need the tech block, so make my day, please. Infra block, energy rods, tech block. Yeah, that's the one that we need. So there's one already, and I think we need like 2 more, 1 more, I'm not really sure right now. So we know that the ship has some alien life forms on board. Let's make it to the middle, so that those buggers cannot get to me, but I can shoot at them. Potentially destroy everything and anything in the vicinity. I think they're gonna be all, like, kind of grouped up there. It'd be great if you idiots would not actually destroy the docking place for the ship. Because that's a lot of bullets that are flying around. And I'm just waiting for this goddamn thing to explode. Are they, like, having an egg location here, or why are there so many of them? God damn it. Okay, there's a body. Okay, cool execution. Yeah, we're gonna have to, like, try to look for a ship that would be willing to sell the slave collar. Because unless I will come across that stuff on board of any of these derelicts, I just won't be able to do that research, and we're gonna get constantly that message that, hey, it's not possible, blah blah blah. Okay, so transfer these primarily, please, for the love of God. So we do see that there's some of those, and non-energy scrap, but okay. So this ship will be able to give us a lot of stuff to work with. My hopes are that maybe one day you're gonna finish this room, because it's driving me nuts. So the initial dock... Oh, come on! God damn it, stop sleeping on board here! I have, like, de-drafted you idiots. Don't freaking force me to... I'm gonna be forced to make this. Damn it. Okay. So hopefully these idiots will actually go and sleep in the beds. Because that was not funny at all. I don't want them to sleep on here. Like, there's no oxygen or nothing. The ship has literally holes in its walls, so no atmosphere, which would mean that their oxygen tanks would eventually get depleted. And sure, if you want to expand the amount of time that your people can spend on the derelict ship, you can give them the oxygen tanks. So we can create like 4. And that would do something, although no, that's for pistol, so we can make 4. Or fuck it, let's make 5 straight up. And yeah. So there's one more derelict which I want to explore. So obviously we're gonna be hopefully able to finalize this goddamn blueprint. High construction priority, yes. Yes. So if someone can grab those check blocks specifically, that would just make my goddamn day. We definitely need to expand our farming, so it's constantly the root veggies that we're lacking. This thing is inaccessible, so it will have to be dismantled, probably even with the table. Maybe I will just flip the 2. I'm not sure right now. I'll have to think of something, goddammit. Yeah, I will have to switch the bed with the chair, and the table can therefore remain where it is, as is. So, there's that, and your output is being blocked, which is just making me so happy. Let's put a light here. They're gonna eat, they're gonna damage the meal fabricator, because why the hell not? And I'm thinking, drafting the crew to go on board of the other derelict. So you're still making the oxygen tank, that's cute, but yeah, I just wanna get people on board of the other ship and see what's on there. I'm really dying for another crew member, although I don't really have the bunk bed right now allocated to accommodate someone new, but I don't care. I feel like the people with the better weapons are maybe on board of the other ship. So I will have to hurry the hell up so that they don't end up being stranded there or something weird. Or they were potentially mining? I don't know. Okay, we need to slow this down because reasons. Medical facility is right over here, so glad that I did not destroy the med beds. That would suck. Question is, how heavily infested will be this place? So, yeah, that was unfortunate. And I will definitely need to read more of these data logs. I'm just afraid those buggers are like literally behind these doors. Okay. I think like 2 of our guys have an SMG, so theoretically we might be able to deal some damage. I think 1 will come from behind and more of them from up front. To be careful here so that Toria does not get injured too much. Want to avoid injury at all costs, if possible. Beautiful. So can you go explore all the way up there, and you guys go grab oxygen, and that's it for this ship. So pretty decent yield. I'm really hoping we're gonna be able to make those tech blocks ours, and we're gonna be able to start manufacturing them by the dozens so that we have this final bottleneck off our hands. And so if you want to know how the adventure in Space Haven continues, definitely make sure to do all those necessary things like hitting the bell and subscribing and whatnot. And hopefully I'll be able to bring you another episode soon. because I'm not even sure when this will be uploaded onto the channel. So in the meantime, check out what I'm up to, and yeah, I upload weekly. There's always something to watch. In between me working on projects or potentially looking for a new employment, it will depend heavily on what the situation will be. And so yeah, thank you all for watching, and I think I forgot to deselect the freaking ship. Yep, that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. You see, that's why I'm saying that the draft key is just completely pointless. And if you would just mark the units and make them walk somewhere, it would be probably a little bit better. Where's the fire? Why is it always in the kitchen? I hope nobody poured water onto the grease fire or something. Someone really has to do stuff with this. Would there be a trade ship that would sell me a slave collar? Good question.